Yeah, I like how you do it, baby. I can really show you how to move it, baby.
Well, it seems that on every channel you turn to these days, there is a new reality show. And with the never-ending expansion of reality shows, my next guest decided to launch the first ever crowdfunding platform for reality television and talk shows. She joins us via Skype to tell us all about it. Welcome, Adrienne Ashley, founder of Crowded Reality. Hi, Adrienne.
Thanks for having me. Hi.
How are you?
I am fantastic. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, it's a pleasure. So, let's get right to it because this is very interesting, a very interesting topic to me. So how'd you come up with the idea to start your company there?
So Crowded Reality was founded after I spent a year trying to get one of my reality shows on the air the traditional way. And I was banging my head against the studio walls. I got tired of my forehead getting bloody. And I got really tired of hearing no, because what I was proposing was so revolutionary and so different that they didn't understand it. And I realized that the crowd, that the social, that the community out there online, they understood it, they got it, and they got behind it. And so there was no mechanism to translate that fan base into something actionable by either distribution outlets or advertisers. So what we built was a platform that allows people to collect crowdfunded money, just like you do on Kickstarter or Indiegogo, to pay for the pilot, but also to collect social currency, which is all of that goodwill from your fans and all that fan backing, which translates into demographic data that the distribution outlets and the advertisers actually understand and acknowledge and want.
Right.
So you're proving your audience ahead of time. Now they're going, hey, wait a minute. This could be an alternative distribution platform or development platform. Instead of spending $1 million on a pilot, we can just pick one up off a Crowded Reality that already has a fan base for much less.
So how has the industry responded?
You know, at first they did a lot of, that's interesting. That's an interesting idea. We did our first show called Wake Up. And we launched that on the platform in January, got our first $30,000 sponsor within a day, raised over $100,000, produced 5 episodes that are now airing on nationwide broadcast television in less than 120 days. Wow. So we've proved the model that it can work, it will work, and that we can bring an audience to a channel that has no audience already, brand new channel. And we brought 40,000 people to the premiere, which is unheard of.
Wow, that is unheard of. So what are some of the biggest hurdles you've had to face? I mean, I'm sure there were a lot of them, but just touch upon a few of them.
Explaining what we're trying to do. It's really difficult because I come from a world of social influence. I'm an online influencer. My clout score is 82, not to brag, but just to explain that that's the world I live in. And I come from a film background, not television. And so when I would go into these TV networks and start talking to them about social, they just didn't understand the idea of community. They understand, trending on Twitter, but it's not always a two-way engaged conversation creating community. And that's really what we build with Crowded Reality. That's the revenue model that we propose for all of the projects that go up on our platform, is that there's multiple revenue streams, not just creating your show and putting it out there and selling advertising space, because that's just one stream of revenue. And we have like 15 more. So explaining that to the network execs, they would get confused about the social and just say no, because they don't understand the social, so it's a no.
Wow. So what advice would you give to aspiring TV producers?
Never, ever, ever take no for an answer.
That's been my motto for a while. Yes.
In your heart, if you have certainty and you have the drive to back up that certainty and get it done, then do it. Don't let anyone ever tell you that, no, you're not going to be able to do this. You will find a way. And there are people out there who believe in you. That was the same thing that happened with Wake Up. We just had such a strong belief that all of these people showed up to make it happen. That was easily, a $500,000 to $1 million production that we did for $100,000 because everybody believed in the project and they believed in the concept and they believed in the transformation that we could create on television to move away from Honey Boo Boo and move towards creating a better world. That's still fun and enjoyable, like brunch with your best, smartest girlfriends.
So actually, I think what you want to do is, you don't want to take no for an answer, and I totally agree with that. So how much is actually dependent on you? In other words, should somebody else just tell you, no, just get out of it, and if should you follow that? Or maybe just say, you know what, I don't care what you say, this is what's going to happen. So.
Okay, I do listen when somebody's telling me why it won't work. I always listen.
Okay.
And then I put it through a process of, is there any truth in that I can learn from, benefit from, or that's a potential future pothole that I need to work around or look out for? Right. And then I can plan ahead to overcome it.
Good. So quickly quickly just tell us what's next for you, what's coming up next, and real quickly though.
We have about 40 shows that are rolling onto the platform. Version 2 is going to be released in the next month. And then we have 40 more shows that are coming on board, including some celebrity ones, and the world's first pot cooking show.
The what? Is that
Cannabis is going to be legal, and we think people should know how to cook with it.
I think so too. Well, listen, thank you so much for being on the show. Lots of luck, and let us know what happens. We have other show we should be looking at for on the TV, right?
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
All
Saturdays
right.
9.
Well,
Saturdays
good. All right, Adrienne, take care.
Thanks.
All right. And still to come, texting. Almost everyone does it, but did you know that it's actually doing your body some major harm? We'll explain how when Healthy Lifestyle with Eraldo returns in a moment.